Well, go on, my people. So, Reggae Sumfest, which is a 7-night show that keep in Galtigo Bay. Winford Williams was there to cover the entire event. You know what I mean? Because people, it's an excited time for dancehall in the second city where people just gather to just enjoy the beauty of Jamaica and the serenity and just the vibe. You know what I mean? Which we're going to show you guys some snaps of just some interview at the event where the artists them perform. We're going to take a look at it and we come back.
This is the night, the 2-day climax of Reggae Sumfest 2018. Comes alive at Catherine Hall in Montego Bay. And the big question hanging over this night is who will be the leading man or woman in the story of Dancehall Night? Will it be one of the usual suspects, Bounty Killer, a Sizzler, or Queen Spice? Could it be one of the new top-tier designates, like Popcorn, Aidonia, or Massacre? Or one of the three much-anticipated Montagonians on the lineup, who are expected to pull one of, if not the biggest crowd in the history of the festival.
As many of you may know, Reggae Sumfest is a one-week festival which started last Sunday, July 15. Our coverage, therefore, began then and will unfold in this hour.
From Atlantic City in the US, covering BRT weekend, to now Montego Bay, Jamaica, covering Reggae Sumfest. On stage, on tour, offshore and onshore. Alright, so the show is off and running with the opening segment. But you know, I'm wondering who is bringing out most of the people to this venue tonight. Can we go check? Let's go. Who you come to see?
Everybody.
Everybody. We just want to see a good show.
Popcorn or Rygin.
Spice, of course. Spice.
More than one. Looking forward to sitting down, popcorn.
Everybody else alright, but I really Spice will come for.
We like Spice.
Spice.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's.
I want to see Governor and I want to see Aidonia.
Come on, yeah, man, TJ.
Well, you're in my base, the family. Of course.
Bounty Killer.
Oh,
I'm an OG.
I came out to have a good time.
Bounty Killer, of course. Aidonia. Just want to enjoy the show.
This is a Jamaican night, and if you're not a Jamaican, if you're even an American or you're from Europe, this is on stage. This is Jamaica Red Stripe Reggae Sumfest. This is the place to be.
Came to see Sizzler all the way.
I'm here to see Aidonia.
Aidonia, Bounty. I miss Beanie this year, but Rygin,
Son Boy, yeah.
I don't know, yeah, straight killer.
Aidonia and Spice.
I went for Williams now. Okay, Sir Ross, so you predicted it, a big one, this one? How does it look now?
It's going to be a big one.
You're still calling it?
Oh, yes, it's going to be a big one.
A biggest or a big one?
Bigger, not biggest. No, it's going to be big.
Bigger.
It's going to be big.
And overall, how do you rate Sumfest?
Unbelievable. This year is amazing. All the satellite events have done really well, and there are a lot of overseas people that are here. As you can see, predominantly overseas people.
Yeah.
Because they have booked their passages early this year to come in for Sumfest. So all the hotels are filled, but a lot of them are Sumfest people, so that's good.
And they're out and about in Montego Bay?
Out and about, and they feel very free and happy and great to be here. And Montego Bay is just buzzing. There's just a buzz in Montego Bay. Of Sumfest buzz, and believe me, everybody's just having a great time.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you for coming. And congratulations on your award. Congratulations on your award.
Thank you, all of you.
No rifle, no shotgun, no one pop.
Interesting time of the night for you to perform, but I guess it speaks to this particular staging of Sumfest.
As a professional, when I get my bill, I come sing, you know. You get a running order if them say the time is the time, we just go do what we need for them. And of course, you know, this being my, I don't know how much time this was Sumfest. So we're seeing all of the times from, you know, daylight till, you know, early in the night. So you just do your work, simple as that.
See me in a me fitted and New York Yankees. Yo, me tell them, a girl alone a treat me like a race band. The boy can hold me like Pakistan.
I have seen many performances of you at Reggae Sumfest, and this one I would say is definitely in the top 3, I would say. Yes. How do you sum it up?
When I left off last year, I kind of feel a way about it. You know, because I couldn't really fathom it, and you know what I mean, I was trying to figure out what was the problem. And I hear a lot of things, and we say a lot of things, but put that beside. And when Joe and Scatter reached out to me and Bug, and at first I was like, I'm not doing it, and then my team was like, no man, Redeem yourself. I say love music, and Scatter cool, and Joe cool, but you know what I mean, I was like, okay, all right, 1 year preparation. I was like, yo, so I have to actually deliver. Normally when I come and do the fast set and jump up, and I kind of just break it down so people can hear the soul in my voice, because I was singing from the core, like I was kind of explaining to the people them that acting is imperative to the music.
And you're being honored tonight by the Reggae Sumfest. Were you expecting this?
No.
Show them the award.
Well, this must be the earliest bounty killer has ever been on a stage, any stage.
Yeah, a festival of this nature, yeah, true. Yeah. With so much artists. Unless it was like me and 2 or 3. But we have 20 like amigos early. Right, it's great, I like it.
So why did you want to go?
It's not me. I never made a choice.
No?
Most time I used to determine where I want to work. Yeah. But this year, they choose and I just work with the option, because tell you what now, you see the little freestyle and the thing that I go on with. If I go in the belly, you wouldn't have any average time to do those things. Okay. So when I go way at the earlier stage, I can just go more elaborate performance. I can be more comfortable with myself and I have more leverage with other things. And then my fans never get a chance to get them artists early before them get tired and weary and want to sleep. So I think it's a good treat.
Is it also because you're growing as a performer? Go to a concert?
Yeah, and tell you what now, I used to work early, and then when I become this giant now, them just stop put me there so I don't know them part of the show they feel. Sometimes I miss it. I miss the friends and the people them fresh and just want to absorb. Wish you see I could just do certain little simple songs and the response was great. In the morning 4 or 5, we don't have that average time. People just gonna say, I want to go home, I want to hear my favorite song. Yeah. Some just try it and it works.
And the Wayne Marshall moment, sir?
Perfectly. Yeah, because Wayne said he wanted to come bless the city. Yeah, and that song we've been rooting for it, Yeah. And this particular part of the country, this side, we need to revelize the people in that reverence. Believe in the Lord, He can work miracle, and He will free Mobile and free the whole Jamaica.
Well, speaking of free Mobile, tonight there are 3 Montagonians on the lineup. We have never seen that before. How you feel?
Yeah, that's some evolution for the Altigo Bay. As you know, the artists in down here have been fighting a long time, and over the years, it's the first we have 3 at once.
Yes.
And that is great. And it looks good, and the people supporting them. I can't wait to see what the performances should be like. They should be good.
From Wakanda to glamour. I mean, it's so hard to interview every year because you keep outdoing yourself, and I keep having to say you keep outdoing yourself and keep topping it. You come out with the people them and Wakanda and Black Panther them and
Wakanda forever.
Talk to us about this performance. Tell us what went into it. Why Wakanda? What was the inspiration behind this one?
I mean, I must say it's my favorite movie for the year. And I mean, it's also a theme that represents me, myself, as a black woman. And throughout the year, I've been called by the color of my skin. And I think that's really what pushed me to come out and represent, to let them know that I love my skin. I love the color that I'm in. I'm proud to be black. And so that's really the inspiration behind my entrance for tonight.
So after all of these years, people are still trying to use blackness to try and bring it down.
Trust me. You'd be amazed. Yes. And it's even black people that is calling me black. Trust me. 2018.
So how do you feel about the performance? What does this particular one mean to you?
It means a lot to me because, like I said, the whole Black Panther theme means a lot to me, and so I will carry this as a great memory in my heart. I mean, it's also a good performance. I got a chance to interact with the crowd. Things was a little chaotic backstage with the fireman come out when we do my Under Fire song. There was so much going on backstage, but nevertheless, people don't get a chance to see all the eruption that's happening, so you still have to put on a good show, and I think I kind of held my own in still giving them a good show without letting them know about the chaos that was happening to give them that set.
I would say it was an electrifying performance, and I'm doing it for the love of the people, visitors coming to the country. You know that tourists help to boom the economy, and Jamaica, we're not really doing much exporting, you know what I'm saying? So tourists, they love Rastaman and Selassie and love read the Bible and go up bush and swim and river and something, then you know that's the nature, and that's where we've managed to pull the source of energy from concerning nature and inspiration with the Almighty and the intelligence. So I came out to just do that to please the people, having them bouncing right through the whole performance, and it was lovely. And I want to say thank you very much for supporting Jamaica Reggae Sumfest this year. Big respect.
What does Reggae Sumfest mean to you?
Meant a whole lot to me, you know. That's another way of exposing myself. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're like, oh, Caesar is really too harsh, but it's not really harsh. It's just part of the vibes. Because at once, I would have wanted this, wanted to be on a big stage as a little youth in the ghetto from 1992, 94, rising up. So I still keep all those stuff close to my heart. So getting the chance on Sumfest, we have a burn up that. I mean, I know, say, that's the way to go. It's Sumfest, a lot of money being spent, be happy about it. It's another part of the culture, giving the people the music. So it's beautiful. It meant a whole lot to me. And then again, it make people who can't see Sizzla over time get to see Sizzla. You know what I mean? And you get to meet and greet the people. And then again, it's another source of uniting the youths them in and around the area. So when they have stage show going on, a little man can juggle him little spring water and sell him little peanut and jelly, do him little jerk thing them on the side over there. So and the Rasta man juggle him natural things and cook him ital outside, even though them can't come in. And things are going inside too. Is the next way again where people get to take out them loved ones and invite the friends to the country and come, let's go somewhere. Some people are boring in the house and too many violence going all over the place. So when they have a well-secure show like Sumfest, beautiful artists, they're going to perform on Sumfest. People are going to support it, and I'm very much being a part of that. I'm honored being a part of that. So that's what the thing said. Big up yourself. It's a lot. So we keep them things that are dear to our heart, brother. Our culture, our thing, we fit, make use of it.
He said it on our show a couple of weeks ago that it would be a special performance at Reggae Sumfest. Yes. And by all means, he's delivered on it. Boss.
Yes.
Respect. Congratulations.
Yes, respect. The third year, I will try to make it a spectacular one. We honor the late great, the legend, Mr. Waki.
Yes.
Bogle, you know. I think this was a perfect year for do that. It's when I did it, and we honor him in a such great honor. We use the streets to do it, big up to the whole streets, so them there will support the thing too and see what go on and appreciate it. Bogle, our legend, him our dancing area, him our James Brown and Michael Jackson. So we just feel like that area, when we dip on such a high, is the area for honor for sure. People say, at the end of the day, we don't forget who set it. That is the most thing about music, but people don't understand, is respect the people who set it for it. Is me, I don't know ravers with a full energy, and our brother Safari forward. Straight.
Safari,
yeah, Chacha boy there, love it.
Chacha boy there. Yo, say a Safari ravers.
Yeah, Safari ravers, they are locking straight, or you mean mad and mean bright and clean. Some crazy boy, you're mad. You know, see the Versace clean.
Yeah.
Mad thing, man.
Yo, ding dong, you might be.
Oh, Tom, but when you come link to what they are, we are sure you say, we are do it different that area. We try to change up a performance system. Big up to the whole team, big up to Solid Agency, big up to Ramesh Entertainment, my brother.
All right, so we're sitting now with the Jenna boss himself. Big performance, we understand, sir, from our perspective. What's your perspective on it?
Well, it's a great vibe, you know, people, in a great vibe, and the show, went well, on time, so people have all the energy, so it was a great vibe and we enjoyed it.
And you were in the hot segment, one of the hot, hot ones.
Well, if I saw we have to just go hot, we have to just go scotch, but still compose it and not rush it, because, at times we tend to rush it on the people when you sit back and deliver, so I tried that tonight.
Okay, so you stuck to your time given?
Well, I see a little times up, but the times up came when I have maybe 2 songs left, so it basically was kind of on time, but just a little bit over, maybe 3 minutes.
Yes. So talk about this time for you, this period of ascension, so to speak.
Yeah, well, it's a great time, because since the last year and a half, we kind of take the thing up to a notch, more corporate, more commercial, more party music, and the thing kind of grew from there. So, since the past year and a half, it's non-stop traveling and thing. So, we just kind of focus on the lane and keep it on the lane. More visuals, you see me? EP just done up a new thing we are right now here. That's a trap. So, we just work governor there right now, as our artists out of our camp. So, at the same time, we kind of sit back and give him the floor, make him run it little and put on him foot. So, for Jenna music, we just work.
On stage. And your performance at Reggae Sumfest.
Yes.
And on the album.
Yeah, forever.
Kick off with the performance at Sumfest and then we talk the album.
Well, you know what? Sumfest is a place where, Cartel carry a Sumfest first and we sing me look one song and get me look forward and thing and forward out again and again and forward this year. And you don't know me and the crowd enjoy myself. I always enjoy performing for my fans them because I them build me, you see me, so this morning was one of them morning there. I had fun, me and the family and the crew,
One of the 3 Montegonians on this dancehall night lineup. Now it's dancehall morning in Montego Bay. He's a Montegonian, and the support for him was tremendous in the venue, and he's doing it at daylight. Isn't it your first
No,
appearance?
not really. It's not really my first. It's my 4th year, but I would say this year is my first year because the people them really
officially built.
Yeah, like it's this year's the year that people really get to know TJ and what I'm really capable of doing. And is it? Yeah. So I feel like it's my first year officially.
And how do you feel about it?
Great.
Tribute.
Great.
The Montego Bay tribute, they call it.
Well, Montego Bay is my hometown, so that not really simple means if I just go out and sing some song. I still go do it from my heart because music is the only thing for TJ. Okay. So the feeling right now is just wonderful, tremendously awesome, great, everything. We need words.
You want my bad girl, love you. You want the girls to come, you give me each one. Them can't stop it. Because everybody will come perform right now, but guess what? That's how body thing come to make and talk to people. Because all our people, one more deal with. One more beer, what? One more deal with. I don't stop. Them thugs are done enough. One more beer. Tell the people of my Sumfest that. One more way. One more deal with. Want to say one thing for me? Hey, big man, all we are going to get a fight. I just have been myself and them send me out. Hey, I am youth. Shut up, man. I see the damn thing. That's why I have to know I say, how are you? We even know every other. Watch out. Remember me lead on. Sleep them fly. I'm in paradise. Come here. Sing about you. I want them for girl. I want them she wouldn't give me cover. And if them cool and catch me off guard, I don't know what I would do. You may say, come here. Them say that shot. But that can't stop the thing. Rough got one job for me. Can I say the thing top? I can't see it on top. If I see it on the top, them pipe on the dog, give up. 14 a wife and a big girl of all on. I'm going to tell them. I love it, I'm a party now. I'm going to be alright. Leave now. Leave now. Leave now.
And now, another of the 3, for the first time in the history of the festival, 3 much anticipated artists are from Montego Bay. Did you, sir, bring out your fans tonight?
I need to bring out my fans and my fans them come out, isn't it? Most anticipated dancehall body thing. Check it out. I'm not gonna self-proclaim. Isn't it? I do my thing, I do the right thing. You understand? Them I feel me ground, king of the palace. You understand? Many people them in malice. Check the book, check the scoreboard, check the sheet. Yeah.
How do you feel about being the special tribute featuring you, Tommy Lee, and TJ?
Well, you don't know. It's a good feeling because you don't know maybe an artist. I take the thing and I show the people them say, yo, artists are all about, you understand? Because first time, they must say, yo, you have to forward a ton for bus. You see me? In our voice box, I take out all of my emotion them. Yeah. And look when I reach Reggae Sumfest. Yeah. And it wasn't a voice box in Kingston.
And it's your first official appearance, isn't it?
Yeah, man, in Sumfest. Thank God, it's a good look. Proud to see the people them turn out, come support me. And next year, it's a better look. You know how me look?
No doubt. All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, dad.
Uncle Winford. Both of them. Yeah, man.
I'm going to blessed.
Yeah, man. Enough respect, Uncle, man. I don't know, man.
So talk about the segment that you performed in, this Tribute to Montego Bay segment.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
After TJ and Rygin King.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Big up all I'm be artists, I'm saying. Big up every artist, man. Sure. Every artist go and good and thing, man. You see me? Yeah, man. Big up the commissioner, same way, you see me? And everybody. Mr. Orange Shank, same way, Minister of Security. Big up everybody. I love the energy and the peaceful vibes. I'm a big. I love big up the Prime Minister, same way. I love them bring back the place. It's a good look. You see me? Everybody love it and thing, you know? Yeah, man, we say enough love in Mobile. Love how you them hold out and do it right. You see me? Make the place nice again. Music nice, Sumfest nice. You see me? Yeah, man, big up. love, respect in all aspect. On stage, one stage. Both.
So people, as y'all can see, that's some of the artists them performing and some of the interview. You know what I mean? And big up to the 5-star General Bounty Killer for doing his 25th year, people. You know what I mean? It's a real milestone for the 5-star General because the show has been in production for 26 years. You know what I mean? And for artists of Bounty Killer caliber to only been absent 1 year. That's major achievement. You know what I mean? And he even got religious when he brought on Wayne Marshall on the scene, and Bounty Killer almost sound like a pastor to me. You know what I mean? So big up to the 5-star General. I think he got more mature than put him at an earlier start, because Bounty Killer is known as you always pick where you want to go. So he said they choose to put him early, and he went there and he did good. You know what I mean? And big up to the whole of the artists, them big up to Tommy Lee. But people, I personally think Rygin King take it distinctively. You know what I mean? The show gone to Rygin King. Nobody can tell me that the show not gone to Rygin King. And I've been telling people about this young artist. You know what I mean? But it's a good look for Rygin King. You know what I mean? Because he said the city I represent him, and he must show the city saying ready. And he did that. You know what I mean? People have been telling me about this young artist. He's a little hype because even when he ran away, Nuffy, I didn't want him to do that. And that's why I said he's a little hype. You know what I mean? And I don't condone that. As a new artist, Rygin King, you have to know him, you have to be humble. You know what I mean? Because it's a big international show. And even though he go and make his name, but about and away from that, I didn't like the fact that he run with Nuffy because it's a time performance thing. You know what I mean? If he might beg for your next song, he beg for your next song. You know what I mean? Don't disrespect the MC because remember, say it's a door for you. You know what I mean? And no man is bigger than the music. A lot of man get a piece of dancehall and think of them own it, but dancehall continue when you're gone. You see me? So big up to Rygin King and big up to the whole girl Tigo Beer. And big up to the whole of the artists them, because I think the whole of the artists them perform good. Governor, Popcorn, Assassin, the whole of the artists them perform good. You know what I mean? ioctane even get him 10-year award for performing. You see me? Big up to ioctane for that. You see me? And I think the execution of the show with Scatterbarrel and Joe Bogdanovich did, I think it was properly done because it was planned in a year. It's been planned in a year now. You know what I mean? And I think it was a good execution on their part. You see me? And big up to Winford Williams for getting his award because it was deserving. Because if it wasn't for Winford Williams, we wouldn't even know what is going on in certain places in dancehall. You know what I mean? And Winford Williams magnified that to the public. You see me? Because our culture, people need to see why the whole world think Jamaican and Jamaican music and the culture is something that everyone should gravitate to. You know what I mean? And magnifying it in a way which does showing the artists them at their brilliance, that's good in a positive light. You know what I mean? Because that's bringing revenue to the country. You know what I mean? So a good look that. You see me? So big up to yourself, Mr. Williams. Peace. I'm out.
Yo, DNA. Ice and chaser.
Search up, man.
Yeah. Fuck with the trap. Girl, I said it in tough. Ice and chaser. Come keep that drink up. The vibes right and my thugs them hyper. We don't give a fuck. We step out in the white and every girl a ball out photo. If you not trouble me, me not trouble you. Tell them me in my vibes, you know. Cause tell them we alright, you know. We leaving now, so the team will come. Party crowd, you know, let me out. And everyone a try to figure me out. Them all see me fight, what they talking about. Just keep them out, coming, I need a dog. The songs I go harder, where them all go send up. The energy pure, pour some on the floor. Yo, that a fi bookie and 100 more. Let's fuck up the club, dog, we making the toast. We fixing them out, tell them winning and all. One of the most exquisite around. Me young and defensive, but me not give a fuck, I'm a pro. Creates of me in the clouds. Yeah, girl, I broke out, I better come get out. Girl, I said it in tough. Ice and chaser, come keep that drink up. The vibes right and my dogs them hyper, we don't give a fuck. We step out in the white and every girl a ball out photo. If you're not trouble, me not trouble you. Smoking good and me drinking good. Ask her if she good and she reply, yeah, your life feel good, I look hard right now. One time we did broke, now we can do what we want.